How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Bob Ball from thebobballblog.com. Last night was Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Let's get a few things out in the open. I called Warriors in 5. I was wrong. So here I am to tip my hat to LeBron and the Cavs, particularly LeBron. Hat tip. Actually, I don't want the hat. In games 5 and 6, that was the most fun I've ever had watching LeBron. He was magical. In game 7, he did get kind of back into his passive ways, but Kyrie really put on quite a show. That three from the left wing that put the Warriors into panic mode with like a minute 12 left was amazing. So, got a few things I want to talk about from the game. First of all, I make a lot of jokes about LeBron being the general manager of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Like, a lot. Well, once again, LeBron shows he knows more than me. He said when the Cavs last year were like, yo, we can get Iman Shumpert, but we got to take on J.R. Smith, LeBron's reaction was, get J.R., and if we can get Shumpert, that's cool. Well, he turned those two former New York Knickerbockers into NBA champions. He told Cavs management, look, Tristan Thompson is with my clutch management firm. Y'all going to have to pay him. Every time I watch Tristan Thompson, I get these jokes off. He's making too much money for what he does. Until last night in Game 7, where he earned every single dollar I joked about. The off-ball defense that he was playing on Steph Curry, the unanimous league MVP, was spectacular. He wasn't getting hit with picks on the baseline. He was denying the pass when Curry shot up the lane. It was amazing. That's the best I've seen a big. That might be the best I've seen anybody guard Curry off ball. LeBron also engineered the trade that brought in Kevin Love. And while things haven't been perfect between Love and the Cavs, and I do still think he's an option to get traded, but after you just won like that, they're probably going to run it back. But he was really good last night. Actually, I have the numbers here. He attacked the glass like he was having a flashback from Minnesota. He had 14 boards and a plus minus of 19. For those of you that don't know, plus minus is the stat that says how much your team was ahead or down, specifically when you were on the court. So for the total amount of minutes that Love was on the court, the Cavs outscored the Warriors by 19. Plus minus isn't a perfect stat, but it's a very good indicator of a player's impact on the game. At halftime, the Warriors were plus 27 points on three-pointers. They had 10, and the Cavs had 3. The only 3 that the Cavs hit were actually from an Iman Shumpert 4-point play. Plus 27, and they were up 7 or 9. They actually go on to finish the game plus 27 and lose by 4. And that brings me to a quote from Kevin Durant at the end of the Thunder series with the Warriors. He's sitting at the press table, and he's poring over the stat sheets that the NBA players are given during media availability. And he's looking over it, and he said, yo, all series, we have beat them in everything. We're beating them in everything except for three-pointers. I haven't poured over these numbers, but I imagine the Cavs series is very similar. The Cavs just found a way to win, even though the three ball was so dynamic for Golden State. Um, what else can we address? Oh, let's address MVP and best player in the world because I got a little bit caught up in this season too. So the regular season MVP award goes to, generally speaking, goes to the best player on the best team or the player that had the best regular season. So over 82 games this season, the Warriors were 73-9. That's a record. And Curry was damn good. Like amazing. Remember the shot from a step inside a half court to get the Thunder out of here in the regular season? Like special things were nightly for Curry this season. So he deserved that MVP. But a lot of us, myself included, got wrapped up in MVP, MVP and best player in the world being the same thing. Woo, did LeBron James put a squash to that? He said, this is what he said with his actions. Not with his words, but with his actions. He said, look, Curry might have been regular season MVP, and I might even be cool with that. But y'all gonna stop calling him the best player in the world. That is still 23 from Cleveland. And then he went out and showed it. He showed that being the league MVP and the best player in the world are not synonymous. Quite frankly, this playoffs, he's not the only one who showed that while Curry may have been league MVP, he's not the best player in the world. You could make strong arguments that Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook outplayed him in their series. The Warriors just came out with the win. And we weren't watching the same 7-game series if you don't think Kyrie Irving just outplayed Steph Curry. And no, I don't want to hear about his knee. Every team has played by the third round of the playoffs, every team has played very close to 100 games. Everybody's banged up and everybody's hurt. So Curry's knee isn't an excuse for getting outplayed. And strategically, the Cavs put that guy in every single pick and roll possible. They said, look, he can't guard, so let's put him in every single pick and roll until he either fouls out or the Warriors stop switching everything. So there's my rant about best player versus MVP. Thank you, LeBron. I got a little bit lost in the Steph Curry mix. You are still the best player on the planet. See what else we have to talk about. Oh, I told you guys at the top, I picked Warriors in 5. Cavs fans, y'all not going to like this. I do believe that had Draymond Green not been running around nut tapping people all playoffs or just generally doing dumb things like this dude slammed Michael Beasley in round 1 versus the Rockets. Tried out 8 different signature moves on Steven Adams versus the Thunder. And then let LeBron outsmart him by getting him to pick up another dumb flagrant. Another hat tip to LeBron, using his brain and his physical gifts. So, with that said, it was 3-1 after a really big win in Cleveland. And they were heading back to Oracle Arena where the Warriors had been special all season. And then their emotional leader, Draymond Green, messed around and got himself suspended for a game. I truly believe that cost the Warriors that game and in turn cost them the series. If y'all Cleveland people don't like that, you guys could like write in the comments and like tell me how wrong I am, because I need these comments honestly. Subscribe so you could like hear all the dumb stuff I say. So that's pretty much my recap of the finals. Don't forget to follow me on all kinds of different outlets. Well, first of all, always check out the bobballblog.com. That's BOBBAWBLOG.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at BobBallBlog, Instagram at BobBallBlog. Don't forget to like the Facebook page, BobBallBlog. You guys sensing a theme here? Also, subscribe to Bob Ball Blog on YouTube. Thank you for your time. It's much appreciated. Also, I'm going to have the SoundCloud link out for you guys soon. So when we start doing things in podcast form, you guys can subscribe to that. Thank you for your time. Your support is always greatly appreciated. Thank you.